brisk 45-minute flight east from Beijing to the coastal city of Qingdao, arguably the home of beer in China. I've been told that it has a fantastic blend of European and Chinese architecture, as well as being an extremely popular seaside holiday resort. So let's go and explore. Qingdao's Liuting International Airport is situated 30 kilometers north of the city, and you could take a swift 20-minute bus into the city centre. Straight away, you'll get that I'm on holiday vibe, even if you're not. That's thanks to the breath of crisp sea air that greets you as soon as you arrive in Qingdao. At first sight, you might be forgiven for thinking that you can't possibly be in a port city in Shandong province in East China. As you emerge into the city centre, you'll get the distinct impression that you've got off at a 19th century Bavarian village. With its German legacy almost totally intact, Qingdao prides itself on its unique appearance, and some even go as far as calling it China's Switzerland. That might be a little too much, but its marriage of Chinese and European architecture, allied to its proximity to the sea and its many beaches, make Qingdao a perfect holiday getaway.
哪个地图有英文的有吗？
有
这个是英文的。
啊，英文的。
对，你有英文的吗？
啊，就是。
这个就是。啊。
中文。
是吗？还有什么东西在里面？
什么都有。
都有，每个好的地方。
啊，都有，所有的地方都有。
哦，我拿一个，多少钱一个
？8。
啊。你会说英语吗？
啊，这个就是 8。
买一个。Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
There's an absolute plethora of activities to enjoy here, and you'll feel the weight of history everywhere you go. In the late 19th century, the might of international politics thrust what was, at the time, a small scenic fishing village into the limelight on the world stage. The assassination of 2 German missionaries that year was used as a pretext by the German Kaiser Wilhelm II to force the Qing government to lease Qingdao to Germany for 99 years. The lease came into effect in 1898, and this small coastal village was set on the path to becoming the 4th largest seaport in China. It's a great place for strolling. The city's green credentials are further reinforced by its many parks, and the Qingdao Shan Gongyuan is especially worth visiting because of the added attraction of its underground fort. It's a vast network of underground fortifications that the Germans themselves destroyed in 1914. All that's left today is the underground command post.
Okay. So we're just about to enter the underground lair for German troops, so the underground command post that was built in 1899, and it looks quite scary. Well, Jin.
It's a thoroughly enjoyable visit, as you're literally thrust into the front line in a claustrophobic, hands-on experience guaranteed to appeal to all ages. The atmosphere is palpably scary, especially if you've come on a day with few other visitors. Dark, dank, and I'd venture to say an ideal setting for a low-budget horror movie. Whether you're coming to read about the history, feel the history, or relive it, you won't be disappointed. You can take a look around the old living quarters, the canteen, the boiler room, and the many escape hatches and secret tunnels, all buried 3 stories underground.
So I'm heading up to the watchtower, which is where the German army would have given out their instructions. There's a reinforced steel parapet and turret that revolves, and it's got 20 centimeters of reinforced steel in case it came under heavy fire, and hopefully there won't be any of that today. 你好。 Luckily, no heavy gunfire, just a nice little girl. Can you see her? Yeah.
It's all well and good getting hands-on and reliving the lives of early 20th century German soldiers. But it's time for a bit more history.
So, finished our tour of the underground layer, and it really was very impressive to see how much money and resources the Germans put into building that place. And it makes sense because of its geographical location. It's a lot colder in there.
The Qingdao War Museum highlights the main players from this period of history through exhibits such as Japanese, German and Chinese guns, parchments, documents, testimonials and photographs. At the time, Qingdao made an ideal deep-water base for the German Navy, and it was protected by a 2,000-strong garrison. But the Germans weren't the only ones to appreciate Qingdao's strategic importance. The city was the object of an international tug-of-war when Japan, anxious to acquire a foothold in China, spotted that Germany's influence in the East had weakened due to the events unfolding on the battlefields of Europe. What then ensued is commonly referred to as the Siege of Qingdao, the only major land battle in East Asia during the First World War. Then, in 1919, much to the fury of the Chinese, Qingdao was ceded to Japan under the Treaty of Versailles. This led directly to the outbreak of the May the 4th movement, a crucial event in the formation of the national Chinese consciousness.